I am Tammie Follett, and I'm your MC for the evening. This book brings you great joy, happiness, inspiration, and to be honest, some sadness, but will prove to be nothing less than exceptional. I hope you've all enjoyed your evening so far. Savita's been mingling, and she's been signing books, which she's supposed to be doing. And she'll continue to do that after the Q&A portion. And there will be a microphone afterwards, after her presentation, that you can ask questions. And make sure you use the microphone because tonight's presentation is being viewed in Nepal, India, Australia, Bali, Minnesota, and the United States. I know my family is watching from Colorado and Arizona, and these are where, there are many, many, many places, but where Savita's most loved supporters live, right? And some new acquaintances that we'll talk about later. So, Savita will share her intimate journey with you with the hopes that it will be meaningful as you embark upon your own journeys with your family and friends. I know that when I read this book, many times now, it takes one story, one passage, one poem, or even one sentence from her book to touch you and make an impactful difference. And try not to cry. But you can laugh, and you can have that joy while you're going through this experience. And thank you all for being a part of Savita's journey tonight. I think we should have a nice round of applause for Savita. Now, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Professor Emeritus John S. Wright, who in his own right is very accomplished, and he will be introducing our esteemed author. John is a Morris Amico Distinguished Teacher and of African American and African Studies and English at the University of Minnesota. Okay, how many people have 3 degrees? Okay, and you're probably on your 4th now, right? He has a PhD in American Studies and History of American Peoples. He has Masters in English and American Literature and a Bachelor's in Electrical Engineering. Wow. So now all you have to do is an intellectual property attorney, right? Before leaving in 1973 to build a program in Afro-American and African Studies at Carleton, he participated in the student movement that helped found both the university's Department of African American and African Studies and its Martin Luther King program, which he subsequently administered for 3 years. After returning to the university in 1984, he chaired the Afro department, spearheaded the acquisition of the Archie Gibbons collection of African American literature and life, and he served in the CLA faculty for 35 years before retiring in 2019. And it goes on. While serving as senior editor of Coffeehouse Press's Black Arts Movement reprint series and Simon & Schuster's Gibbons Collection series, he published the critically acclaimed intellectual biography, Shadowing Ralph Ellison, Art, Freedom, and Technologies of Spirit. He has also consulted for such television documentaries as Africans in America, Midnight Ramble, the cinema of Oscar Michaud, and the PBS's Free to Dance series. His extended essays on African American literature, on intellectual life for the Macmillan Encyclopedia of African American Culture and History remains a scholarly landmark. As a performer, now he's a performer. He's headlined rivals of Langston Hughes' Ask Your Mama, 12 Moods of Jazz at Minneapolis Walker Art Center, on a double bill with Amau Amiri Baraka, and on the stage with John Faddis and the Carnegie Hall Jazz Band in his 2000 production. I have to stop now, John. Very impressive. I will now turn over the program to John. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you.